Hi you guys, it's Amanda with Healthy House on the Block, and I'm here with another weekly video and tip on creating an indoor space that really supports your health and wellness. This week, we are going to be talking about overhauling your house or overhauling a particular area of your house. A lot of times, I like to encourage slow movement as you work through a healthy house. I like to layer on habits and techniques and products so that everything sticks and it doesn't become overwhelming. However, there are some times when it's easier to make a clean break and overhaul an entire area, meaning we go through the whole thing quickly and thoroughly, and we change the space so that it reduces a lot of toxins at once. So we're going to talk specifically about how to do that in these slides that I have coming up. The slides are based on this week's blog post if you like to read the blog post or click on the links that will bring you more information. Then head over to the blog post. It's linked at the bottom of my video description. Otherwise, you will get all of the same information in a visual format, and we're going to do that now. So I'm a huge proponent of creating a healthy home with just one small step at a time, and I love the idea of layering on small changes until you've created an overall healthy home. But every now and then, I run across a situation or a family that just needs to overhaul their home. And oftentimes this happens when someone is experiencing symptoms of body burden or toxin exposure. I like to think of it this way. If you were diagnosed with celiac and told you can't eat gluten without horrible symptoms, you wouldn't gradually phase out gluten. Instead, you'd remove all gluten right away and never look back. A house overhaul is kind of a similar concept. Sometimes we need to just get rid of something or stop a bad habit for good. In this way, it can make it easier to make a fresh start in a way. And often a fresh beginning is all you need to maintain good habits and maintain a healthy home. So if you're someone who doesn't want to just pick at something over time and you want to just jump into a healthy home, these tactics that I'm going to share are going to be just what you need. So first, let's talk about what is a healthy house overhaul. An overhaul is changing a large group of products and habits at one time. It's swapping out a lot of products at once and changing the way you care for your home drastically. A lot of times I think it's best to start an overhaul by doing an entire room in your home. And I think the most common way to get started on a healthy home overhaul is with a renovation. A healthy home overhaul will reduce a lot of toxins all at once because you're changing and eliminating toxins right and left in a short period of time. This is one of the reasons I love the idea of an overhaul. You can gain a lot of traction right away and keep your momentum going as you move on to other projects and spaces. So you could also segment your overhauls to be just products. I see a lot of families choose to completely go through their cleaning products, and this means doing what is known as like a ditch and switch and analyzing all your products at one time. Another reason I absolutely love this tactic of a healthy home overhaul. You're batching your tasks in a way that makes them more efficient. Why look up a few products every day when you could take one afternoon and scan all your cleaning products and mark them as keep or throw away depending on their toxicity? So a while ago, I wrote a blog post all about how to use the Think Dirty app, and I'm linking it in this week's blog post. It'll help you analyze your cleaning products, personal care products, and cosmetics. And this app will come in handy when you decide to do a healthy home overhaul. So how do you get started? In order to do an overhaul of your healthy home, you still have to have a plan. So I like to use a note app on my phone, or honestly, even just paper and pencil. You can do whatever works best for you. So the first order of business is to decide if you will be working to overhaul an entire room or if you'll be working on overhauling a type of product or material in your home. Some examples might include overhauling a bedroom or a sleeping area. You could also work to reduce toxins in pressed woods in your home. So both of these projects are going to reduce a huge number of toxins in your space, but they also have multiple steps to complete to fulfill this task. So once you've identified what you will be doing in terms of your project goal, it's time to get started. If you'll be doing an entire room, start in one corner of the room and visually look up and down the walls and the floor. Continue this around the entire room until you get back to where you started. You'll make a list of every single product or material that is in the room. And then you're going to analyze each one and note if it's toxic and needs to be replaced or if it's just going to be left. Once you have your list, you'll highlight the ones that you've marked for change. Then you'll just create a to-do list from those changes. From the to-do list, you may have to even break down the tasks smaller. For example, if you know that you'll be getting a new mattress, that might include researching the mattress, finding a coupon, donating your old mattress. There's more steps than just the one. Now, if you'll be overhauling a particular toxin or product throughout your home, this might require a bit more planning, but it's definitely doable and it will make the task easier to complete in the long run. So take your notes as you walk around your home and hunt for whatever the toxin or product is that you're going to be reducing. If we were to use our pressed wood example from before, you'd note every place that pressed wood is exposed in your home so you can seal it with the VOC blocker that I talked about a few weeks ago. This makes it easier to do the project all at once because you've got your materials ready and your VOC blocking solution open and set to use, and you can quickly do multiple surfaces at one time without having to clean up and set up multiple times. So one of the best ways to reduce a lot of toxins at once is to take action on a product you have a lot of in your home. I think that choosing things like makeup or personal care items is usually the first for most families. So first, if you're like how I was, you have a lot of products that you probably don't even use anymore, and this makes it nice and easy to get rid of them. The second thing you'll do is look up the products that you're going to keep to see if they're toxic. You can do a lot at one time very quickly using an app or a website. And while you have the site or app open, it's easier to just do several products than to do one every day for the next several weeks. It's also a great way to see what you actually need. I found this to be true when I overhauled our kitchen Tupperware. I laid it all out on the counter and I was shocked at the number of containers we had. There was no way we needed as much as we had, and so it was a good opportunity to pare down our stash and start fresh. So you'll just basically make lists of the new products that you need to research and then shopping lists, and then you'll make a list of things that you're either going to donate, toss, or just finish it up. The idea of an overhaul is similar to that of decluttering in January after Christmas. You can make your home feel like a brand new space with more drastic changes and getting rid of more things that you truly don't need. So some of the best places to start are the kitchen. The reason I love starting in the kitchen is because it's where we gather the most and where we ingest a number of toxins in our food. Another reason this makes the top of my list is there are just so many products and items within our kitchen that we forget about or we never change. It's such a great room of the house to start out with, and you can easily get started with my Healthy Kitchen Detox workbook, which I have linked in the blog this week. Another place to start is where you sleep. So we spend about a third of our time in our bedrooms, and so we need to be careful of what type of toxins we allow into the space. Not to mention, when we sleep, we're in direct contact with toxins on our mattress and our bedding. I love the idea of creating a sleep sanctuary, a place for your body to heal and be surrounded with non-toxic materials and products. And it can make a huge impact on allowing your body to naturally detox toxins while you sleep. And there's more information on the blog this week about creating a non-toxic sleep sanctuary. You can also try doing a VOC blocker. VOCs are everywhere. They're outside and inside, and they come from natural elements as well as man-made solvents. The problem with VOCs is that they're getting trapped inside our home, and we can quickly become burdened by the constant exposure. So one overhaul project I love is blocking VOCs on all pressed wood surfaces or in your carpet. AMF Safe Coat makes a line of excellent VOC blocking products that you can simply paint on to block toxins like VOCs from off-gassing into your air. I have more information linked in the blog post this week on that. And no matter how you decide to start, you have to have a plan to keep the momentum going. I created the Room Detox workbook for this exact purpose. So you can just print out the guide and then you can reuse it over and over again for multiple rooms or areas of your home. It's going to help you completely overhaul or detox each space by showing you what to look for, and then you get to decide how you want to change it. Overhauling your healthy home and doing a big change or project all at once is a great way to move forward in your non-toxic journey, and you can really make some big strides to reduce toxins at home with just some simple planning. The blog that this is based on is linked at the bottom of my video description, and it has all the links to more information on each of these places to start. You guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I loved going through all of this information and giving you another way that you can really move forward in creating a healthy home. If you have any questions, feel free to leave me a comment or send me an email. You can download all of the workbooks that I mentioned at my blog post, which is linked in the bottom of the video description. I make these videos every week, and I would be honored if you would subscribe to my channel. Otherwise, I'll be back again next week with another healthy house tip on creating an indoor space that really supports your health and wellness.